What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. In the last episode, we went all over the Sinnoh region with our newfound Surf HM, getting ourselves all sorts of items, battling trainers and whatnot, and we also made our way through the Fuego Ironworks, which we just finished up. Now, we are surfing back over this way because you can now actually access the rest of Floaroma Meadow this way. Welcome, everybody. So this is the entire northern section of the meadow. It's a pretty big one. There are hidden items all over the place in this meadow. Specifically, most of them are going to be honey. In fact, I believe there's a total of 6 of them across the meadow. But there are some items in particular that I am very much searching for. We're going to grab this, a Miracle Seed, which is the grass type boosting move. Very much worth getting. Let's head on over here. We got ourselves an Ultra Ball. There's all sorts of different things around here. And if I remember correctly, there is, yes, this one right here, I think, is the Leaf Stone, which is also pretty nice to have as well. But there is a couple things in particular I definitely want to get. I don't think you can run into any Pokemon around here in these flowers. At least I'm pretty sure you can't. I'm not going to jump over the ledge, though. I'm going to try to see if I can't track down some of these hidden items. So let's see. I'm going to go over here. Yes, and I think... Okay, I think it's like right in this area. There it is. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Is it? Yes. Okay, a PP up. That's one of the ones I really wanted to get. Let's see. Is there more in this area? I know there's another one like right over here somewhere. It might be this one. Honey? Nope, that's not what I was thinking of. It's around here somewhere. Maybe it's over this way? A little further down. Let me keep looking around and seeing if I can track this thing. They're just all over. This whole area is meant to just be doused for like crazy. Right there. There it is. There's my max revive that I was after. There is also a regular revive around here somewhere, a full heal, and a hyper potion. And of course, all the rest of the honeys. I'm going to leave all of those be because I really don't care about those nearly enough to pursue them. So we're just going to head on out of here, and we are going to continue surfing all across the region. So our next stop is going to be Route 208. So let's fly on over in that direction. And I do believe we're just going to want to... Do I want to go from Oreburg that way? Or do I want to go from Hearthome that way? I think I want to go from Hearthome. Let's do that. Okay, this one is pretty darn simple to get to. I just need to make sure that I have my Super Repel active. If you remember correctly, this is kind of a big area, but we're only after one thing in this area, and it's just a quick fight, so I'm not like too concerned about getting through it. It's that guy right there I want to get to, and to do that, I'm going to head down here, and we're going to surf on the water, and I'm also going to make sure that Helena is at the front of my party now, because this is, if I remember correctly, well, he is a water-type trainer, but I actually only think one of his Pokemon is... I think he's packing a Gyarados. A lot of fishermen are in this game, so it kind of makes sense. But I'll haul you up and out. And of course, his Pokemon are going to be closer to our current level due to the fact that you can't access him at all until you have Surf. Starts with a Barboach, which, yes, I was kind of anticipating that. I knew it was going to be like this or... I don't know, maybe a Goldeen, possibly. Giga Drain might be overkill, but whatever. I'm going to use it anyway. That's fine. Let's just knock this thing out. And there we go. Okay. Shouldn't put Helena over level 34, but that's okay. Close, though. All right, now on to Gyarados. Okay, so let's switch on over to... I'm going to switch to Era for this one. Just try shockwaving this thing. Oh, my goodness. I am, like, having just the worst time today with... I've got, like, some... This is why I was talking a couple episodes where I had LaCroix. I've got, like, some just... horrible indigestion that I'm dealing with, and I don't know why, because I've been eating incredibly healthy the last few weeks, and it's just, I don't know what's going on with me all of a sudden. Just like I woke up today and my body was like, no, your stomach is going to be on fire even while you try to record 6 hours of Pokemon, you dick. Not fair at all, which is why I'm going to also use Shockwave on this Gyarados twice, because it's not fair. Okay, so that was pretty simple. Very easy first start with all this, but now we need to head to Route 209, particularly over by the Hollowed Tower, which is where we would put that odd keystone in if we could actually use it. So I could go just straight to Salacion Town, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's probably easier. And then we're going to make our way from there. I think I'm just going to run straight to this one and not do any cutting. We'll cut more after this because our next spot is kind of a big jump from here. Big jump from here. Oh, my goodness. Look at my... Like I'm saying, man, I am struggling today. Holy crap. Okay, it is... I think it's right here. Let's use another super repel. And then we're going to go... Is it this way? I think it's this way. It might actually be up the other way, but we'll find out. Yes, okay, it is the other way. Let's go over this direction. Wait, hold on. Is this correct? I know it's this water, like, right here. No, not there. Am I losing my mind? Hold on a second. Is it over this direction? Let's see. Where is it? I know it's around here somewhere, but I don't know exactly which part I'm supposed to be surfing on. Oh, What am I saying? What am I saying? It's literally right there in front of me. Holy crap. I am losing my mind. No, you're supposed to go around this rock. Duh. Okay, holy cow. I don't know how I didn't notice that. No, so you want to go here, then over this way, then surf again into this little secluded area. Then down this direction. There you go. And we get ourselves TM19 Gigadream. Now, obviously, we've already taught that to Helena, so it's not like I'm going to be giving it to my grass type or anything. But I'm going to check and see if anyone else can learn it. Probably not, but it's always worth checking. And of course not. Okay, just wanted to be 100% sure on that. So now our next stop is going to be Route 214, which, if you remember correctly, is way over by... what is it called? The Valor Lakefront. So I will see you all over in that direction in just a second. Okay, just south of Veilstone City, let's head on over here, and we immediately have a pond of water that we can go over, so let's jump right on into it. And just across this way, we can grab ourselves a rare candy. Very, very simple. I think we've already got like 3 of those at the moment, which is not bad. I'm probably going to use that to give Helena a lot of catch-up, to be honest. But now we're going to head on over to Pastoria City because there is an item in that city as well before we then head to Route 212. And there's a lot of stuff in Route 212 that we're going to be grabbing. Again, I know that place just never stops. All right, so down to this south side. If I remember correctly, the pond is over here. Yep, right. I guess it's not pond. It's part of the ocean, but it's over here on this far right side. And there's boats over there. Is it over by them? Oh gosh, dang it, super repels. I'm about ready to start switching to max repels at this point, especially now that we're surfing. It's definitely going to be necessary. Is it over here? There it is. Yes. And we get ourselves the Mystic Water, which has the exact same effect as the Sea Incense, 10% boost to all water type attacks. Still really nice to have. Let's head on over to Route 212 now. We've got a couple things to grab in that area, both in the north side and on the south side. So just bear with me as we go. So first things first, if I remember correctly, we're going to want to head over this way. Ooh, I probably should have cut across. No, I think we're fine, actually. Let's go over here. We're just going to kind of avoid all of the deep parts of the mud. There we go. Okay, over by this house is our first spot. And we're going to kind of just search all over the place here. I think one of these is a hidden item, if I'm not mistaken. Let's find out. Just kind of search all around here. Is it on this side? No. Hold on. Let me check over here real quick. Is it right here against these trees? It's around here somewhere. No. Oh, there it is. Okay, yes, that little... See this little gap behind these 2 trees? There is a hidden item back behind it. So let's grab that. It's on this side. There we go. Max Ether. Okay. And now we need to get ourselves one more thing, which this is not a hidden item, but it is 100% needed. But where exactly is it? Oh, man, I actually have no idea for this one. This one might be a little bit tricky. Let's see. It's not a hidden item, so it should stand out plain as day. But I need Surf to get to it. Oh, is it that one right there? Down there in the corner? That actually might be it. Let's see. Yes, it is. TM84 Poison Jab. A very, very powerful move. that obviously does a lot of damage, but also has a chance of inflicting poison. Let's take a look at this one. Now, I actually wonder if Infernape can learn this one. I don't think so. Helena obviously can, but it is a physical attack, which is why I don't want to teach it to her. Would be awesome if I could, but it's not really going to be the best, and it's not going to play to her strengths the most, so I'm going to avoid that for the time being. Now we're going to head on over to the northern area, and that is over by the mansion, which there are, if I remember correctly, a couple of berries, and as well as there were some items that were kind of sequestered over by some small ponds next to the mansion. So we're going to want to grab all of those next. And this should be our last stop for all of this surf and turfing. So let's go. Don't look at that. Let's go over here. I'm going to surf across this one first. There we go. Oh, wait, no, that's right. We do have one more stop after this. We get an incredibly rare Lumberry. These were like impossible to get in the previous generation, and I think we've gotten a couple here in Gen 4. Thank goodness they made them a little bit more common this time around, because Lumberries are incredibly useful. Not for making poffins, though. I want to say that right off the bat. They are terrible at that. Let's go this way. Well, they're good at making all-around poffins, but you don't actually ever really want those. It's actually a bad idea. You really want to specialize in one or two specific categories. Well, I guess 1 to 3 specific categories. Usually you have your Pokemon specify in one and then like the 2 adjacent ones. So like, for instance, if your Pokemon was effective mostly in beauty, the beauty style, then you'd want them to also be good at cool and cute, but not smart and tough. All right, let's go across this way. There we go. And iron. Awesome. Okay, that should be all of the items in this area. Now, the only thing that still remains is Route 213, which, if you remember correctly, that is the same route as the space between, why am I forgetting the name of the, well, Pastoria City, and then, what is it called? What is it called? The resort area that I can't remember the name of for some reason. That area, this beach right here. This is where we're gonna need to head next. There's actually a lot of trainers along this area, as well as some items that we're gonna want to grab. 2 of which are hidden, and 1 of which is not. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take our bike all the way over this way and just kind of make our way on through as fast as we can. And it's gonna be nothing but a whole bunch of swimmers, which is why I am going to try to use the Helena as much as I can, and for everything that's backup, I will probably just end up using Geist because I am lazy. So we're going to end the episode by fighting all these. I am out of Super Repels now, huh? All right, on to Max Repels we go. I need to move those up further in my bag for sure. Wait, hold on, did I go this way? Oh, that's just a honey tree. That's why I didn't go that way. Duh. All right, down here, all the way down, and we're going to surf for a moment. I don't know if there's actually any things down this way. There is a shallow spot. Maybe it is. Here, let's see. Let's check our dowsing machine. Nothing at all. Wow, I was really expecting there to be an item here, but there's not. Okay, well, over to the other side of the route then. Because, yeah, there are no trainers over here. Head on down this way. There's that whole path over there. There we go. Why are you spinning around, ma'am? Let's do this thing. Hi, wave riding trainer. How about a battle in the sea? All right, let's do this thing. And we got, I want to say, how many trainers do we have on this route? 5. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. That shouldn't be too hard to get through. We'll try to finish all of this in this episode so we can just head, is it west? Yeah, west from Celestic Town in the next episode and just be done with all of this. I think it's about time for that at this rate. So some new Pokemon that we can catch in this area, because I haven't ever actually talked about it yet because it wasn't relevant until we got the ability to surf, is of course Tentacool, which can be found in almost every ocean area that you can surf in. Tentacool is an actually surprisingly good, it kind of falls in the same line as like Zubat, where people are really hate on the Pokemon. No, I guess it's okay that I stayed. Really hate on it just because it's so unbelievably common, but it's actually very good. Tentacruel, okay, I would say this. I won't say that Tentacruel is as good as Crobat, but it's still a very good Pokemon. Very high speed, great special defense, pretty darn good special attack. The only thing that's absolutely going to eat up Tentacruel all day long is ground types, just because its physical defense is kind of pathetic, but learns some very good moves, has a very deceptively high base stat total, and if you want a good water poison type, I highly recommend it. It's a nice, interesting typing. I think the worst thing about Tentacruel is that it doesn't learn all of the best moves that you could want out of it, at least in a lot of the earlier generations. It really doesn't start to get an amazing learn set until around Generation 6 or so, where it learns things like Sludge Wave and whatnot, because like I'm looking at the Gen 4 learn set right now. It does get Hydro Pump, but its best moves otherwise are Water Pulse and Poison Jab, and it's a special attacker. So it's like, I mean, to each their own. Personally, I would rather have something like a Sludge Bomb on it if I could get access to that. But, you know, still a good Pokemon, though. Still a good Pokemon. So don't write it off just because it's absolutely everywhere when you're surfing. Way too many people are way too quick to do that. Speaking of Tentacool and being weak to ground types, let's switch on over to Triton for this. I actually don't think any of the Pokemon that this guy has I'm going to want to use my Roselia against, so that's fine. We'll be able to get through this, no problem. Like I said, this is going to be a little bit of a longer episode just because we're going to get through this entire area, and we're also going to grab all of the items that I can in this area. You can also find Shellos and Gastrodon, the same East Sea Shellos that am I getting my C's mixed up again? EC, yeah. You can get the same EC, Shellos, and Gastrodon in this area. I mean, it is on the same route that I caught Triton on, so it kind of makes sense, but they're extremely rare if you try to catch them by surfing. That said, both Gastrodon and Tentacruel can be caught on this route while surfing as high as level 40. So that cuts out a lot of work for you if you want to get one that early. Of course, there is always the downsides of catching Pokemon that are already at so high of a level. For those who aren't aware of those downsides, one of the reasons you don't want to catch Pokemon too high level is because they have 0 effort values whatsoever. So a level 40 Pokemon that you have is going to obviously have gotten a lot of effort values by that point because of how long you've been training it for. But a wild Pokemon having absolutely 0 is going to make it significantly weaker than your trained up level 40 Pokemon. And I mean, of course, you can still get effort values on a Pokemon caught that high, but it's just going to be a lot more work. So it is something to keep in mind and to be wary of when catching Pokemon that seem extremely strong. Like you might be like tempted, oh, I want to wait until I catch this Pokemon where it's already evolved for me, but that actually can be a bad thing a lot of the time. Would definitely recommend catching one and training yourself ASAP when possible. The only reason I did that with Shellos, where I waited a long time until I finally caught it, was because I wanted EC. And this was our first opportunity to actually get one as an EC. I still caught it as quickly as I could. I just didn't want the pink one. And no shade to pink, by the way. I freaking love pink Shellos. It's wonderful and adorable. But it's also the most common. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. Okay, if I remember correctly, there is an item around here somewhere. Somewhere. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Can I even get over here? Hold on. See, I can't go over that way. I can go over this way. Here goes another repel wearing off. That's fine. We'll get on the water, and then I'll use my next one. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, back on track. Sorry about that. Can you turn so I can double battle you two? Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Definitely want to just kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Then we'll only have 1 trainer left to fight on this route after this battle is done. Okay, so there is one the last trainer we have to fight on this route, if I remember correctly, I'm actually not going to want to throw Helena out against, because I think they have a lot of unorthodox Pokemon. We're going to use Giga Drain on Golduck, and then I'll just use Shockwave on Finneon. Finneon is all speed, nothing else. Not a very good Pokemon. I really wish it was better, because I love Luminion's design so much, and it just kind of falls into the trap of being another generic fish. Like, it's like, it could have been something interesting and different, and it ended up just falling into the exact same niche as Seeking, which is stupid, because it's like, it's obviously got this very creative and different design. It looks like it could be like packing psychic moves or something to that effect, and they just made it the same thing again, which sucks. I really hate Pokemon that could have lived up and been so much more and just weren't. It's always very frustrating to me. Okay, I'm going to use Mega Drain on Finneon because this Golduck is faster. We're going to knock the Golduck out as quickly as we can, because I really don't want it using Confusion on Helena again. But there we go. That should go down no problem. And if I remember correctly, all this guy's going to throw out is another Golduck, which, whatever, that's fine. Mega Drain should knock this Finneon out no problem. And then we get into the even more tough Pokemon. There we go. Still trying to get that experience. This is going to put Helena at level 35. Not quite. Okay, another Golduck. And then the next one is a Pelipper. Okay, well, we're definitely going to use Shockwave on Pelipper. I just got to hope that they both don't team up on Helena here and try to take her out immediately, which is very possible if they get off a Wing Attack and a Confusion. We'll find out, though. Maybe I can just knock this Pelipper out now. Please and thank you. Yes! Okay, don't even have to worry about it. All right, Golduck should not be one-shotting Helena, so I will be fine. And then Giga Drain, or it could just use Water Pulse. Interesting choice. Please don't confuse. Arrow, we really got to work on your defenses. I actually have a Zinc in my pocket. I think I need to just teach that to her. It's going to not help a ton, but it helps a little bit. So there we go. Now let's just finish you off. I'm just mainly spamming A to get through to Shockwave as quick as I can. And there we go. Very, very easy. All right, I really want to grab the items around here. So this one up here that we're about to grab is, I believe, a Water Stone. So finally get access to one of those. Oh, wow. Both of you got to level 35 off the same Pokemon. That is what I like to see. Chill to see in the coldest of feet. It's a double whammy. Okay. Give me this item, please. And yes! Water Stone. That's what we like to see. Don't have anything that I can use to evolve that. Evolve with that is what I'm trying to say, but whatever. All right, nothing over here. Let's go down. Just be mindful of whatever other swimmer is in this area. They're around here somewhere. Not over there as well. Okay, I can't get around that rock, so this is all a dead end. Let's see. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know exactly where this is at. I'm just going to kind of keep making my way around all of this. Can't get around that safely. Nope. Oh, excuse me. I want you out of my way, sir. Is it over here? Let's find out. Okay. Oh, gosh dang you. Well, that was annoying. I ran into a frickin' Tentacruel, which got the poison jab on Helena and just one-shot her because it was a critical hit. So that was stupid, but it's all right. I was able to heal her, and now we're good to go. All right. This is the last trainer, and then we're going to be grabbing the remainder of these items, and we should be fine. Hopefully, let's see. Yeah, hopefully this is everything that we need. I think I actually might end up missing one of the pearls in this area, but I don't really care all that much. The two items we're about to grab in this area are a lot more important, in my opinion. So let's just use Geist to Thunderbolt this Gyarados, which, from my notes here, all he has is Gyarados, so we'll just, use Thunderbolt over and over again, and then we should be good. And then finally, in the next episode, we're going to move on from Celestic Town, which I am super excited for. Thank goodness for that. So here we go. And I do believe we're going to be doing a whole lot more surfing as well. At least I think. Let's see. Thunderbolt. And there we go. Awesome, awesome, awesome. A lot of nice experience off of this, too, which I will happily take. Look at that. Got Geist all the way to level 37. It is so overpowered at this point, but am I complaining? Absolutely not. All right, one more Thunderbolt. If we can, please. Thank you. And actually, oh, shoot. I hope I'm not missing out on anything else here. I might be. We'll see. I really hope I'm not because, my gosh. I might have to go and double back and check and see if we're actually going to be going to Celestic Town in the next episode or not. We'll see. So let's continue from here. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I thought he was like actually blocking me. That would have been so annoying. Give me this. Max Revive. That's the main reason to come over here. But there is also, I can check with my dowsing machine here. Yep, there is a hidden item over here. And it is that, a big pearl. Guys, thank you all so very much for watching. Okay, let me look over my notes really quickly. Okay, let me set this in stone really quickly. So no, I do not need to go to Route 211 which is what's immediately to the west of Celestic Town in the next episode. So this is what I mean. Frickin' Sinnoh confuses me, man, because it makes you jump around so frickin' much. Like, you think you're going in a linear direction, and then all of a sudden it's like, nope, backtrack halfway across the region all of a sudden. Granted, it never does so in a way that's super complicated. Like, it doesn't make you walk the whole way usually when that needs to happen. But man, does it just not make a lot of sense logistically. Like, you look at the map, okay? Let's do that really quickly. I'm gonna go on a little bit of just a tiny rant here. You look at the map, okay, and what would you think you would do with Sinnoh, okay? If you start here, you would explore this entire side, go around, go down, then make your way up here, all the way through, and then up, right? That's what it feels like makes sense for Sinnoh. But no, it's more go up this way, and then over this way, and then up this way, and then way over this way down here, and then once you get up to about here, make sure that you double back down over to this way, and then you're going to go over here, and it's so confusing. It's like all over the place. You're pretty much knocking out Sinnoh in like 4 or 5 separate chunks, and all of them are unrelated to each other. It's very strange, I think. The fact that you don't go to Candelave City until the end of the game, and then this is actually the next stop after the fact, and that we're going to actually loop around back down this way before we go back up this way. It's all really confusing. Sinnoh always throws me off a lot because it's just like, it's not like super confusing, but it's like in a way that my brain is just, it doesn't remember all of these details or all of these changes as we go throughout the game. And I also know that Diamond and Pearl actually does some things differently from Platinum in that regard as well. So it's a lot to remember. Okay, no. Next episode, we are actually going to be heading to Route 219. Now, Route 219 is way over this way by Sand Gem Town, and we're going to actually be going down here, okay? Route 219, Route 220, all the way over to Route 221. That's right, more surfing, and technically all of these routes are optional. However, this is going to be much less of a hassle than going through something like Route 212, where there was just a lot of stops along the way. Route 219 has only a couple of trainers. Route 220 has a fair bit, and Route 221 have a fair bit, but more or less, we're just going to be there to grab a lot of the items in those areas before we finally make our way back to Jubilife City, which is going to take us over to Candelave, okay? Thank you all so very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode very, very much, and I will see you all in the next one.